Yo, you already know, it's your boy Big Trail, and I'm here with my brother off the curb, Tay, and this is Hot 92.5 The Heat, Talk That Talk, with all the way from the UK. This is an international episode what y'all getting today, man. So we're gonna jump straight into it because that's how we do it. We got my brother King Flo and his man Lex is in the building, all the way from the UK. Welcome, brothers.
For the love, or do it for the doves.
What was the trip like getting here?
Man, it was good. You know, that's my first time in North Carolina, so you know everything been doing good, man. We also went to New York a few days ago.
Okay.
With the Shade 45, you know, pushing the new record that we have together. You know, working with all Lex Lakaiser is dope, man. That's a wonderful experience.
True indeed. So I know you just touched on it for a second ago. You said you here to push the album. So just to get into that a little bit more deeper, Lex, you the MC, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And my man King Flo's the DJ, right?
Yes, sir.
And you can catch the morning show strictly on Hot 92.5 The Heat, baby. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear some dope conversations as well as ill mixes. You know what I'm saying? You can, guys, download the app. We're on every major streaming platform there is for you to get that Hot 92.5 The Heat app, man. But so the album, what we got? What we working with, brothers?
We got a new joint, basically combining the French powers with North Carolina. We met online and pretty much been doing business ever since, man. Like, and you know, it's just with some people you feel like, all right, I met them online, but you know, you have to put a face and you put a soul with that person from time to time, and it just happened like that, to where we linked up and we was like, man, we got to meet, and then here we are, Lex Lakaiser, DJ King Flo.
Yep.
All right. How long have you been an MC?
For a long time. Actually, I come from a musical family out of Burlington. Like, they, you know, was heavy in the church and they had a choir and all that. So I grew up kind of having to be a part of music. I was a drummer first and then, you know, sung in the choir like most, you know, boys do for North Carolina. And then, you know, just grew older and kept going with the music thing. My uncles, they had a group in Burlington called 3BT. They were like one of the first rap R&B type groups down there, and they would basically take me with them. So it was inevitable what I was gonna be.
3BT, so they was probably performing at Big Joe's.
Yep, and Corvettes. Yep. Yes, sir. And they had me in there. I wasn't even old enough to be in there, but you know, I was learning what the family do, the family business. So.
Right. That's dope. King, how long have you been doing your thing as a DJ?
Man, I started when I was young. I was 9 years old, man. I had a big brother that listens to hip hop, so that helped, and one of my cousins too.
Okay.
And I remember one of those Christmas nights he had, like it was called EJ. It was like a program to make beats, but really for beginners. I don't know if you ever heard about that.
I got you.
So I got my hands on that, started working around with this thing, and man, you know, I said, I think I found my way, you know. I'm enjoying doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I started, you know, making beats after that. There was the MySpace days. So, you know, I connected with people, kept working hard. And now we're able to, you know, make some great experiences, life experiences like we're doing now. Linking up with you guys, you know, North Carolina and France, man. That's a wonderful thing.
Yes, sir. The real French connection, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's going to be actually the name of the album, The Connect.
Okay.
Yeah, and we took our album cover picture last night, just walking through downtown Winston-Salem, nothing planned, just took a picture and saw it, and was like, damn, that's the album cover.
That's it. That makes for good stuff too when it's organic, when it just happens and it's not forced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, even the color, down to the colors we was wearing, I was like, yo, we didn't even plan this. I was like, that's just like fate, right? It's crazy.
Universe.
Yeah. Man.
Now, I see you repping the MixTape Addict, man. What's the MixTape Addict about?
Oh man, it's a movement I created back in 2015.
Okay.
I was doing a mixtape series called MixTape Addicts. So I did more than 50 mixtapes, and I had a major artist to host each volume, you know. And then one of those days, I looked at the cover of one of the mixtapes. I said, man, you know, it was written this way. I said, man, I got to do something with that.
Right.
And turn this shit into a movement. So that's what I did, you know. And nowadays, MixTape Addicts, it's a movement, man. You know, I make my beats, I also make my mixtapes, radio.
Right.
I connect other DJs. You know, it became a platform.
Right.
So for everybody, and shout out to all my MixTape Addict DJs in France, UK, Germany, US. We here, man.
Oh, definitely.
You
gotta link up with that, be part of that movement as well.
Yes.
Believe it.
And then MixTape Addicts and hit me on the radio every day for 2025. So hey, blessings. Blessings.
That's dope. For real. For real. Now, as a DJ, man, I would tell you, like, I wanted to be a DJ. Like, one of my closest friends, one of my brothers, man, like, was a DJ, and that's how I really fell in love with music. Rest in peace to Dana Lucci, man, Mixmaster D, turntable scientist, man. He was like everything to me when it came to music, you know, like I could be walking through the cut and he had his speakers with his window up, with the speakers facing out, so it's like he was playing music for the neighborhood.
Right.
So every day it's like you walking through, it's like you got a different theme song for the day. You know, I just see how he can control the crowd and, you know what I'm saying, provide that vibe, man. Like, what is that feeling like, man, when you're spinning and you done captivated them, you know what I'm saying, is what you're playing, like what is that whole feeling like?
Man, it feels great, especially when you play something that's not maybe very popular, but you know it's got a nice sound to it, and then you play it and you see the faces of each people and they're enjoying it, man, having a good time. So that means that you actually introduce those people to a new song. Maybe they're gonna Shazam it, you know, or ask me what is that, you know what I mean? So, you know, I like to help people discover new music, man. Cause that's the job of a DJ too. You know, it's easy to play like all the brand new stuff that's already on the radio, you know. But
I got a Serato back there. I'm gonna try to learn when I get some time. That's what I always wanted to be a DJ, man. I think the DJ thing is so cool, yo. And but then as well, like, being an MC and the DJ, like, the chemistry has to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have Jam Master Jay with Run DMC, Jazzy Jeff, Will Smith, you know what I'm saying, Premier, and, you know what I'm saying, Guru. I can go on, you know what I mean? Like, the chemistry is so important. So, like, I know you said y'all kind of met online. What was it? Was it the beats that you was attracted to at first?
It started out with the beats, because it was in the middle while we had the Splash Brothers thing going on. Me and my younger brother, we was working with Ski Beats, and I was using my guy Jagger out of Germany, and then we kind of linked up with King Flow in this time, and he had a different sound from the guys that I was working with. So I was like, all right, let's go King Flow in the mix, and then we had a few joints, and I was just like, oh yeah, he liked that. And then you know, my brother, I can't expect everybody to have my work ethic, because I've been doing this for a long time. So I probably got 7 albums that y'all never hear of ever. But before I even started releasing music, I had albums. So, you know, I've just always been working, and then it's just amazing to see how it grows. You know what I mean? You know, when you start from nothing and then it just keeps snowballing upward. It's an amazing feeling, though. Really.
And I don't know if y'all caught that, man. He just breezed through it like it was nothing. But shout out to Ski Beats, man. Another living legend that was actually in the group with Dana Lucci that passed away, the DJ I was talking about.
Really?
We had a group together called the Busy Boys back in the day.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that. We did a lot of research on that.
Yeah, but shout out to Ski Beats, man. A true pioneer in this game, man. So look, if you heard this, Ski, man, I've been hitting you up, bro. We need this interview. At 92.5 The Heat. I hope you heard this, David,
Mr. Willis.
You know what I'm saying? We need to get this interview, David. You know, so holler at me, man. Yeah, that's dope, man. And I think the thing is with music nowadays, yo, it's like I feel a sense of like that old school is coming back.
Yeah.
And like that backpack, you know what I'm saying? That digging in the crates.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And listening to your show, that's why I love the show, bro. I'm like, it's taking me back. Like, oh shoot, like, man, this is dope. Then on that, you know, you have great content as well, stuff that you're talking about. Now, I know you guys are 2 vets in the game. Like, did the state of hip hop ever have you guys worried the way that it was going at any point?
No, I stay in my lane. Like, you know, I rap, but I've also had the singing thing along with it too. Because when my first ever release, like We Trill or It's NC, I was singing my hook. and that's pretty much I stayed true to the game. So I could flip flop and then bring a female artist in, have her sing, write the whole thing, and then throw my rap verse in there, and I'm still, not even realizing I just wrote the whole song and mixing R&B and hip hop together, whether it's my voice or somebody else's. Right. So I've gotten pretty good at that.
Yep. In the state of hip hop, man, I think that people that don't really understand this thing called hip hop. They're saying it was better before and all that, but I don't really agree, man. Because you see 2024, 2025, how many great albums did we have? A lot, man.
Yeah.
You even had the OGs that, brought back some vibes. I'm thinking about Ice Cubes, for example. Man, so, I'm happy about hip hop right now.
Yeah.
And like he said, we just keep going in our lane. That's it, man.
Yeah, it's evolution, man. Things are always gonna, stand the test of time, but also I think the artists now, they have a different way of expressing themselves in their own way. Being a vet in this game, I can see how my mom used to be like, when we listen to music, come out, oh, that ain't no music, that ain't no music.
Right.
So now we become the elders, and they're like, oh, that ain't no music, that ain't no music.
Exactly. Yeah, I got you.
But I like a lot of these young cats out here, man, because they in it to win it, and they passionate. As long as your passion is there, and your heart is in it, you know what I'm saying, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to embrace it, but I had to realize, man, like, they didn't come up in the 90s. They didn't grow up off the stuff that we grew up off of. The sound is just different. And then it don't mean bad. It don't necessarily mean bad, because a lot of stuff, it sounds a little different at first, but you can catch a vibe off of it. If you just sit there and be like, okay, it'll get onto you. You know what I mean?
Right.
All of it ain't bad.
Right.
But there is some trash out there. There's some trash that's promoted heavily, too.
Yeah.
But there is some trash, but there is actually some stuff within that's actually, you'll catch a vibe to. And, and I can appreciate that.
But, unfortunately, we do have those, quote unquote, the powers that be.
That's
going to push and promote a certain type of genre just to, just for money wise, financial reasons, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. As long as you stay true to yourself and true to the game, hip hop is going to treat you great.
Amen.
Coming up, who were some of the DJs that you looked up to when you first started your career in DJing?
There were a lot of DJs, man. Like, of course, Primo, also Battle Cat, for example.
Ooh, Battle Cat.
Yeah.
Heard that name in the
West Coast Deep.
Yeah. The Alchemist for sure. He's more a producer than a DJ.
Yeah.
And one that comes in mind too when you say DJ is probably DJ Drama.
Okay.
Because I remember when he got busted by the police, it went worldwide.
He set the bar for us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, how can you imagine that? Like, the police coming to your door with dogs, guns, and shit.
Yeah.
Man, like you selling narcotics. Mixtape, my guy. Yeah, get high.
This is a new dope.
5 to 20, 5 to 20.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing, though.
Yeah, they froze his bank accounts and stuff, bro. No, that's too wild, man. But that means you're doing something great.
Right. So he opened the door for, I say, help pave the way. He put his work in for the DJs.
That's what I like about that old mixtape era. It's like you had DJs that were pushing the artists, like Drama with Lil Wayne, with T.I., with Young Jeezy.
Right.
I miss that type of thing, man.
You've seen a lot of the more physical work, the more brick and mortar work, the foot to ground.
Yeah.
You were seeing the campaigns versus seeing all the hype on the internet.
Right.
You actually was able to see. It was outside the street. They
You
had
saw the groundwork.
15,
You saw the groundwork.
You had 15 rap vehicles, 30, 40 people passing out.
Instead of seeing a finished product. That's what most people see the finished project, but when you see the groundwork, how it built up, that's a whole different thing.
It's a whole different process. You see the movie, it really, right then, it really makes you wonder whether you're going to actually like this artist or not, because you're going to see their campaign.
Right.
Their campaign was moving to the official where they say, oh, you know what, I like how they carry themselves. That was some real guys. I like their music. Matter of fact, yeah. But we didn't have social media to follow artists or to create a fabricated persona.
Yeah.
That
Create an image, right.
Man, you had to be there.
Right.
It had to be there. You couldn't have been at home on the couch. You had to actually be outside.
Living in your mama's basement got everybody thinking you lit. You know what I mean? No, you had to be outside, my boy.
You had to be outside, bro. I seen him last night.
Right.
Him and his guys. I seen him in last night. Getting at the club.
Right. They came through, spending money, bottles, all that. You know.
Yeah, man. That's not that, man. You see them in a private setting, and it's all for glitz. The bottom, we don't even know if it's anything in the bottom.
Thank you. They done paid a few hired actors to come through, sit around. You know what I mean? Make it seem like they jumping.
Well, I done had the privilege to be on a few video shoots, and they will not allow real alcohol in those bottles.
That's right.
Word.
Yeah, no real alcohol.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Seriously.
See, I don't know
we shot a video called At the Bar.
Right.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, really?
No alcohol.
No alcohol.
Damn.
It looked like it was alcohol.
See,
I think the most we did, I think it was the Hypnotic.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Damn.
That's
damn near.
Yeah.
Right, that's a wine cooler.
Yes, wine. Man, we get the wine. The Seagrams, they said, what was the Seagrams they had?
Over in France, like, man, I want to get there. That's one of the places I always wanted to visit, man.
Sure, definitely.
Like, I see they really true to the culture when it comes to hip hop. That's what I love about it. It's like they know about the essence, and it's like you guys captured it, preserved it, and you know what I'm saying, it's still creating within it. You know what I'm saying?
Fundamentals.
The fundamentals, exactly.
Yeah. See, I was talking to Master Ace. I did an interview with him like 2 years ago.
Come on,
he told me something.
Ace.
Yeah, he told me something crazy. He said that when he performs in the US, sometimes he might have like 20, 30 people in there. But when he goes to Europe, it's sold out, bro. Sold out every time. Every time.
Yeah, they over in Europe they show out for hip hop. I mean, even in Germany, like when I got there, I realized the biggest consumers of hip hop, Germany, France, and the Asian places.
Right.
Man, they love it, man, and like it ain't no hate or bias or nothing. They coming out, they pulling up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's the real difference that you see from doing shows internationally to doing shows locally is the support from the people in the community.
Yes.
But if you see that here, it's basically non-support, but it only shows that if you support it like you would see the support in France and UK, you have superstars.
Right.
You'll get what you're looking for by going to the studio 15 days a week and up all night with music equipment and writing songs. You will get that because the universe will reward you by the people supporting your product.
Right.
And over there, a lot. I mean, I'm saying because a lot of people say that same thing. Correct?
Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah,
it's the truth.
I think here it's like it got away from. Well, it's definitely here. It's oversaturated.
Right.
You know, just like what we do with the kids here, we try to teach them the nuances. Everybody, like they say, you're selling crack rocker, you got a wicked jump shot.
Right.
Let's now take these kids to wicked show. We're gonna learn about producing. We're gonna learn about engineering. We're gonna learn about this. I hate to, be the bearer of bad news. You making it as a rapper,
it's slim.
It's slim.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Options, man.
Yeah. So at least I know over there it's still in its art form.
Yeah.
It's still appreciated as art. Here,
you still see graffiti, all that, bro.
Right.
That shit is crazy, man. Like the elements of hip hop, they didn't lose any of them.
Right.
When we got caught up in the money thing and having to, gotta have the big chains and all this and stuff. When we got caught up in that, they were still on the groundwork.
Right.
Still graffiti, sprayers, break dancing, b-boy battle might break out in the middle of the club, and we just gonna pull them and watch, because it's fly. You know what I'm saying?
I still they still keep the battle rap scene over there in the UK. It's very much alive. Like the underground battle rap scene is. I like what y'all doing with that, keeping that essence of that alive as well. Seeing your boy over there putting a lot of work in Smack. See Smack over there putting a lot of work in. And again, like what Trey was saying and what Lex was saying, the taking over and holding down where we forgot about hip hop and what it did for us. Remember, we didn't have money when hip hop came out. It was all about having a good time. And y'all kept that raw essence.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, we're going to keep and cherish this. But if you look at most of the genres, we don't celebrate us to a certain degree. Until after that, we like, oh, that's old. Where in country, R&B, bluegrass, it ain't no limitations on age.
Right.
We try to set that limitations. Oh, you still listening to DJ such and such?
Right.
What you mean?
Right.
It's good music. It's good music, bro.
Mick Jagger's still doing shows and selling out.
What's wrong with Mick Jagger? Still, but the young guys will be like, oh, Mick Jagger's old. So,
yes,
right. Right.
So,
right.
still good music.
Yeah.
But you know, same thing. Again, when we're looking at hip hop, and I think that's the only genre it's like that because it's not like that in reggae.
No, it's not.
It's not like that
Hip hop is the only one.
Metal.
And me personally, I think it's for a reason. I think it's more set up so that in hip hop, because once you get past a certain age, you start to see life from a different perspective, and it's almost like they don't want us to teach the next generation how to be right. No, we want to reverse it, go back to the dumb shit, and start there now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Was when you started getting people like Master P, Cash Money, that's coming out getting these deals to help themselves. Like, look, we don't really need a label. We already got all this supply and demand on our own.
Right.
That's kind of where we at right now today in 2025. We really don't need them.
Right.
And right now, a lot of times, if you think about the stuff that's going on, they out here blocking to make sure indie artists don't get hurt.
That's
You know what I mean?
By saturating the top lineup, the first 15 slots on every platform, it's all indie. It's all I mean, it's not indie, but it's all majors.
Right,
and you see the indies all the way at the bottom. You got scroll, and then they pop up. But they shit harder. You heard what Timberland said. Some of these indie guys is way harder than these major artists is dropping albums.
Real talk.
Because they don't got the exposure, man. They don't got nobody to say, hey, look at this. Well, yeah, well, who is that? It don't matter who it is. Listen to it. Do you like it?
Right.
Yeah, it sound good.
Right. I feel like I can put my catalog up against probably any major artist that came out in the last 10 years. Like really,
Yeah,
but I just ain't known like that.
Well, and I understand why.
No, you know. You wouldn't be here if you weren't known,
okay.
You know, brother.
To the commercial masses as being labeled. See, think about this. If Snoop or let's say a Kendrick Lamar came out and said, "Hey, go listen to Lex and King Flow," guess what's going to happen? They're gonna Right. They're gonna run down there, fly down there.
You got somebody with a certain statue or status to say the cosign thing, and that's always what I wanted to stay away from.
Right, but it's always been like that in hip hop.
Yeah.
That's what we meant by that gatekeeping. Like, think about this: the only time somebody else was gonna pop off in the hip hop community is if somebody from upstate
Stanford, right? Exactly.
Say, yo, this the next one.
100%.
It should have been that way. It should have been based on talent.
Right.
Like the Cannabis and the LL situation. From a lyricist standpoint,
Cannabis won lyrical.
Cannabis ALL ass up.
And then his career shouldn't have been over after that.
It shouldn't have been, and that's the result of giving out the true raw form of hip hop and battling. Ain't you? And you position yourself around being a battle rapper. Is when it kind of lost me as a fan. I still admire the work they're put in, but it showed me like you stole somebody when the ref said go back to the corners. You took a kick shot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And we didn't know, the crowd didn't know about it, but you pulled up some dirty, shiesty stuff. But that's been going on from the beginning of time.
And you had the allegations of the ghostwriting with Mad Skills from VA. So it's like they're scared to talk about this type of stuff, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Another underground hip hop legend that goes overlooked because he don't have no.
He just got a Grammy too for the book he just put out.
Yeah.
Mad Skills?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the guy I was talking about earlier who has the producer credits for the Cowboy Carter, he also works with Mad Skills.
Okay.
Another legend.
See, a lot of North Carolina people go unspoken, man. It's just like we do major things, but they keep us kind of back here, and I don't know. I don't understand that.
There are a few guys that made it international. Like when you say North Carolina and Europe, they think about Nate Wonder,
right?
My little brother,
right?
You know.
I went to school with Fonte. That was my guy. Like me and him was real tight. Like from elementary all the way to when he ended up going to college. But they actually about to go back on tour.
I think it's the last one.
That's what they call it.
Okay.
That's what they always say. You don't get them tickets, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to give me a ticket today. You know
to me, the Minstrel Show, that album right there is.
Oh, this classic.
It's amazing.
So let me ask you a question. Who are some of the top artists from France that you work with?
I work with mostly like the old school guys. I work with
France.
Yeah. A guy named Faflarage.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Work with him too. DJ Jail.
Okay.
From a famous group called Funky Family.
Okay.
You know, guys like that. And I did interviews also with all the biggest artists, in France.
That's all I was asking because, bro, France. Me and you was talking about this earlier, but I don't think a lot of light is being shined. But the UK rap scene is coming. It's going.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't coming. It ain't going like this.
Yeah.
It's going like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that if you're really in tune to hip hop, hey, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely paying attention to a lot of the kids that's over there that's got bars and it's spitting. It's like, yo, they're not talking no bullshit. They're kicking real shit. Yeah. And it's like, damn, it's like that. Where you from?
Mm-hmm.
But we ain't never been there. So the culture shock for us is like, wow.
Yeah.
What? But you being able to be stationed there and get your experience, you being there, born from there, you bringing and sharing experience with us is like, it's mind blowing.
Yeah.
We only hear that hip hop made it there. We haven't seen the actual effect
and you'll see
of what hip hop
is
is
different. I mean, hip hop is so different there. Like when I was in Germany, like my last couple of years, I was to the point where every time I go to a club or anything, they just do this. Like I was like, damn, you don't know me, but it just come on through. I mean, walk around the line and everything.
Did you put work in over there?
But I did. I can't even front like I didn't put no work in because I was at all the little local clubs. I done performed there, and we pretty much made a name for ourselves over there as well. On the underground scene, battle rapping in clubs, and just performing and things like that. So I did put the work in.
Okay. Who's some of the artists you open up for?
Shoot, let's see, Mr. Cheeks, what's the big guy from Atlanta? Bone Crusher. Yeah, Bone Crusher when he was in Germany. Let's see. Shit, there's been a few guys. It's been a while, man, but you groups, man.
Sure.
It's an opening act, but
sometimes you gotta let folks know your accolades, but who to connect to work with, so they know that okay, he got the same drive and work ethic. If not, if you don't give and put it on the platform, no one knows what you've done, and we don't talk about the things that you have done, as far as to solidify your career, to let people know, hey, he's a worthy artist, he's a worthy producer. Let's link with him, because sometimes it's all it takes is to put it out there.
Right.
If you don't know, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And no such thing as a stupid question.
Yeah, that's true. I think the biggest show I did was in like the Nuremberg airport there. That's when I had my group together. First Brigade was a bunch of soldiers. And we performed, like 2,000 people was in attendance that night, and that was probably the biggest show I ever did.
Yeah.
We were like that. We were like one of the headliners, so it was kind of dope to be a part of something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
2,000 people, man.
Yeah. In an airport.
It's a jam-packed, situation, man.
We just, last week, J. Cole wrapped up the Dreamville Festival down the road in Raleigh. Man, when I tell you I had the privilege to be there with Cash Money, with BG now behind the scenes, sound checks. Man, when I tell you just seeing because he had a very diverse roster. You know what I mean? Like it was a 2-day festival. You know what I'm saying? So from Saturday to Sunday, you have people like Tim's, Coco Jones, then you have Chief Keef, then you had Luda, then you have who else did he have there? Man, of course Cash Money, then you had J. Cole himself, Erykah Badu, so that whole crowd it's in the South Side. So it's a field, and it's just just seeing all those people, as far as the eye can see, just people, and it was a dope event, man. I wish y'all could have got here for that, but I know he said it's not going to be the last one. So it's going to be back again. So it's generating too much money to the economy in that area.
Right. I actually performed there Friday. They had another event at a hotel. That's part of Dreamville, but I also performed there Friday before we went to New York. So
dang, that's crazy. Because I got down there Friday.
Yeah, I was down there Friday. I performed there. Yeah.
That's crazy. I think they had somebody. Who was it? I think they was telling me that about the joint, because they had what's the guy? I can't remember that. They had an artist that was at the Star Bar that Friday that was going to be there. But yeah, man, if y'all can just circle the date whenever that thing comes out, man, to be a part of it. I can't do it. I can't
Yeah.
Staying out there like.
Hopefully next time I can be on the big stage.
They got different stages. They got the big stage. They got another stage over there. Like so, it's like the crowd shifts from here and shifts all the way to the other side, and people just out there having a good time. I mean, young, old, like you know what I'm saying. It's just a very diverse crowd, man. It was so peaceful, no craziness going on, man. And I was like, this is what music does for you, man. It brings people together. And you guys all the way here from France, all the way little bitty Smallville. This is what I call Greensboro.
I used to live here, so I know from Burlington, Greensboro, and now I live in Winston, so I know about this area. Greensboro, I still love Greensboro though.
I like it here, man. It's authentic. You know, I used to go to New York a lot, but you know, now that I'm getting all the big cities like that, it ain't for me no more.
Right.
That's cool, you know what I mean?
King for a country boy now.
Yeah, man.
Nothing wrong with that country life.
Yeah, right. I love it. Hey, I used to not want to be from the country, but trust me, man. Once I got older, I realized this is it. We ain't got to fight for parking, because that's terrible. That shit is whack, bro. Like, I can't even park in front of my yard. In my yard, nah, bro, nah. I need to go back down south, dog.
About every car in New York got a dent in it.
That is crazy.
No, shout out. You know you spoke on Burlington, man. Shout out to my man OC from NC, man. B-Town's on, man.
OC. He performed Friday too.
OC, I'm calling you out too, boy. We got to get you up here, man. I know you're a busy guy. And also, you got the Shrimp and Grits Festival coming up too. At Boston's.
I thought they already had that. It didn't pass already?
I think I want to say it's next weekend.
Okay. Oh, it's coming up. Okay.
Yeah, I want to say like the 19th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
But yeah, that's also be crazy too. I know one year they had a man out of Josie Mo. Is he out of Durham?
Josie Mo, he is.
Yeah, Josie Mo's up here.
I think I was here that year. That year he was here.
Yeah.
Me and my brother pulled in there. Yeah, it was around the Splash Brothers time.
Yeah,
okay. So yeah, me and my brother pulled up. He was there that year.
But so we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up. I know you guys got a heavy itinerary, quick media run. So real quick, Lex, let the people know about the album, let them know what's dropping, your social media, you know, the whole spiel.
All right. We got the Contact dropping, me and DJ King Flow album. We ain't really got a date on it yet, but we're gonna put that together pretty quick. I say probably 3 months or less.
Yeah,
real spill. Because I mean, the people that know me know how I work fast. So YouTube, you can check out DJ King Flow. Type in Lex Lakaiser. You can get with both of us. Your contacts.
Yeah, my contacts, my Instagram, DJ King Flow, and MixTape Addict Radio on Instagram. Got my website, MixTapeAddictMedia.com. I repeat that, MixTapeAddictMedia.com. Got everything on there, my mixtapes, radio shows, interviews, stuff I produce for people. And we coming soon with the album, The Contact, King Flow, Lex Lakaiser.
Yes, sir.
From Princeton, North Carolina. You know how we do it.
Believe it.
Yes,
straight
sir.
like that.
The IG with Splash Brothers in the AZ. Splash Brothers ended with AZ on IG.
And also check him out every morning on Hot 92.5 The Heat, DJ King Flow.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, that's a great way to start your morning.
Yes, sir.
If you want to get in a good vibe, trust me, check the show out in the morning. Comes on at what, is it 8 o'clock?
I think so, yeah.
I believe we got it coming on here at 8. So yeah, y'all be sure to check that out, man. Once again, it's been your boy Big Trail, my brother off the curb Tay, Hot 92.5 The Heat, baby. Again, from France to NC, internationally, baby. We stamps, man. We getting our passports up to get
Yeah.
Stamps to the passports, man.
Word.
This is how we doing it.
Already.
We out of here. Peace.
Peace.